Hello, people of the world watching car camping and car camping content on the internet. My name is Drew and I'm in a house. Welcome to the house.
It's four-wheel Drew, just another guy with a dog and a Toyota.
Picked up some seasonal work from a friend in Colorado, and part of the agreement is that I get this lovely little tiny house. Do you want a tour? Okay, here we go. Living room, kitchen, bathroom, closet, bedroom. Back to the living room. It's a very tiny house. I have been in this house for 2 weeks and I've just been craving getting out and touching some grass. So today I'm gonna take you with me and we're gonna go to a place that is very special to me, Rampart Range outside of Woodland Park in Colorado. It's about an hour and a half away from me. I'm in Denver, and we're just gonna go. We're gonna check out the snow conditions, if there actually is any snow in freaking Colorado right now. It's January and there's like no snow on the ground in Denver at all. It's very sad, but we're just gonna go. We're gonna have some lunch, take some pictures of Pikes Peak, and just have a chill day. And I'm gonna take you with me. So we're gonna make some coffee, do a little bit of work on the computer. I gotta send an invoice to a friend for some work I did, and then we're gonna hit the road and go. So the reason we're going to Woodland Park is because I need something like quick and easy that I've done before, because I'm in Colorado and there's tons of places I could go, off-roading, camping, whatever. Well, I'm by myself, I have no idea what the trail conditions are, and I have to be back tonight because I have work tomorrow. So I didn't want to be in a situation where I got stuck. I got stuck on New Year's Eve and it wasn't fun. I had to like walk 2 miles in the snow to a hotel and then like get my car the next morning. It wasn't fun. I'll put some pictures in here of what happened. I posted it to my TikTok when it happened, but it was just, I'm sticking to the trails that I know today, even though there are so many in Colorado that I could go see. So I know when it comes to off-roading and camping, there's like a million different apps to choose from. I personally use trailsoffroad.com. It's got wonderful information from users, it's got camping, it's got ratings. To me, it's the most like user-friendly, and it connects to Gaia GPS, which I also use. And you can also link it, like set directions to your Google Map. I wish I could say this is sponsored. This absolutely is not. This is just the app that makes the most sense for me. So as you can see, we've got a nice map here with waypoints. We've got photos taken. It does also let me know that there is camping along the trail. I already knew that. You can open it in the app to guide you. You can download it to Gaia GPS to track you that way. You can print it. You can share it to your friends. It also gives you difficulty levels for mandatory and optional obstacles, which I freaking love. It tells you how long it is, and then also gives you a nice brief highlight with different kinds of things that you can do there. So it's for overlanding. It's a scenic drive. There's some snow wheeling right now. Trail difficulty assessment is what I love, because it tells you what the officials, people from the official crew of Trails Off-Road, think of this trail, and then it also tells you what is the community consensus. This basically says, you know, Trails Off-Road says that this trail is easy, and then people vote on whether they think that that was incorrect or not, and in which direction. So the community consensus is that this trail is actually even easier than people already make it seem. So that's good to know. You've got different waypoints with pictures so you know exactly where you are. And then at the bottom you also have reviews of the trail. So you can see the date, people reported it was partially open. Rampart Range is currently only accessible from Woodland Park until spring due to seasonal closures at north and south ends of the trail. If you start at Woodland Park, you will have to exit there as well. That is super helpful information for someone that generally has no idea what they're doing, and someone who's gonna go wheeling alone, which I only recommend if you're doing an easy trail like this. So anyways, Trails Off-Road, thank you so much. This is so much easier than every other app makes it. I don't know why every other app is so complicated. Okay, I just spent way too much time on my computer looking at Trails Off-Road and sending invoices and doing work when I told myself that today is the day that we're just gonna chill. So, it's time to change. All right, we're ready to go.
It's time to rock and roll, baby.
Oh, almost forgot you. All right, we're just gonna have you sit right here. How's that fit? I literally just pulled out of the driveway and I'm already breaking into the road trip snacks. Ooh, I really need to change my oil. All right, so weather conditions. What do we got, Balto? God, he's useless. I think the high in Denver today is like 50. High in Woodland Park is like 45. So I just have a fleece on. I did bring like a winter coat because I am going up in elevation. I don't know what the weather will be like up on the ridge, but I'm assuming it'll be a little bit colder than 45. Again though, very balmy for Denver. For Colorado, it's very balmy for the middle of January. There she is, Pikes Peak. What a beauty. I wish I had a zoom lens on right now to show you a better view. That's better. I like this scenery. It's a lot nicer than the streets of Denver. Check this. We are 16 minutes away from the entrance to Rampart Range Road, and there's like some light dusting on the north side of these foothills. So my guess is that there's not gonna be a lot of snow actually on Rampart Range, because if I remember correctly, most of the road faces south. Like, you have views of Pikes Peak to the south for most of the drive. But we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping for a little bit of snow. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I didn't just wire up a traction control delete button in my Sequoia for nothing, but whatever. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. It's been a long time since I've been here specifically, but it's just, you know, it's been a long time since I've been out in the, oh, my ears are popping. It's been a long time since I've been out. Let me give you a background. So for the past year, I quit my job and I decided I was gonna travel all across the American West. And I did it, it was fantastic. I thought it was just gonna be for a year, but the dream hasn't died. So I went back to Florida where my family's from, kind of got my affairs in order. I upgraded my bed and I got new tires and did some work on my truck. And then headed up to Jersey to visit a friend, which is a lot of miles. And then, and only then, did I accept some seasonal work from a friend, where I then drove from Jersey to Colorado. So since like November, I haven't really like had an opportunity to be like just in like the backcountry, in the wilderness, on a dirt road, you know, especially not anywhere like this where there's mountains and snow. So regardless of the snow conditions, regardless of what I end up doing today, oh my God, my dog's like trying to jump out the window. Balto. All that to say, I'm just excited to get out of town and to just spend a day looking at trees and mountains. I think I really, really needed this. So hopefully we'll get there soon. Ladies and germs, we found snow. How exciting. It is snowy up here. I was wrong. It's snow. Come on, let's go. Much better. We just got started. We haven't even gotten to the best part, and I'm already so happy that I came out here. So let's get to my favorite spot. Then we're gonna hang out, we're gonna chill. Like, I'm gonna sit for an hour, and then I'm gonna turn my ass around and get back to Denver. That and playing with snow. at her. Wow. Beautiful. Campground out here is obviously closed for the winter, but the road's still open. Oh my God, that's a Honda Accord. So like, I know that on Rampart Range Road, like it's no mystery to me that you don't need 4 low, like unless you're doing stupid stuff like purposely driving through snow like I am. However, driving out here in the middle of winter in a 2-wheel drive coupe, not a good idea. And I hope that they have a good set of tires. And I'm not one to judge, like I know that like not everyone can afford like an all-wheel drive vehicle or a 4-wheel drive vehicle, but they're cheap. Someone, I was trying not to deflate my tires, but this is a washboard road. Hey, if you're thinking about getting an Ironman 4x4 foam cell and suspension, don't get it. It is like the stiffest suspension. This is just a washboard road. I haven't deflated my tires, I know, but like, golly. I was hoping I didn't have to. I guess, let me check the tire pressure. Okay, check the KO3s. What is that? 30, 32, 34, 36? 36 PSI. Gosh, I really don't want to have to deflate them. Let me just drive slow over this washboard. It's not that I need the extra traction because these KO3s are fine right now. 36 PSI is fine. It's just making the drive really rough. Like I don't have a good, I got this lift 2 years ago, back when I didn't really do, you should go with Ironman foam cells. Like, I'll do whatever you say. So it's like a 2.5-inch lift, such a rough ride. And I just should have done so much more research. This is like the stiffest suspension. It does carry a lot of weight really well. I don't know, but just, if you're considering an Ironman foam cell lift, because you think that the shocks are gonna last longer because they're foam cell, just like, remember that you might be sacrificing some ride comfort and just a lot of annoyance. And if you have a bunch of stuff in your rig that rattles, like it's gonna rattle a lot. Okay, we're getting really close to my spot and I'm so excited to share it with you. Panoramic views. I'm sure you can imagine when the sun sets to the west, especially in the summertime when it's farther that way and the sun shines on Pikes Peak. It is truly a sight to behold, like a religious experience, I swear to God. I thought, for a while, like, why drive an hour and a half out of the city just to come here? But then I remembered, like, why not? Free will is a thing. You can just go wherever you want. I had nothing else planned for today, so I decided to go on this little adventure and share it with all of you. Nice. We got the discount and cruise. I didn't think about that when I put this backpack on. Discount Land Cruiser. Hell yeah. And then I got my little see you out there sticker. I sell these on my website and they're actually bigger than this one. This is just a prototype, but they're like proper like 3 or 4 inch stickers. That's like a 2-inch. I think this is 3x11. I sell those on my website too. And then every order comes with a free little road rat because you're part of the gang, man. So while we're here, let me give you like my 60-second rig tour right now that everything is actually unpacked because I'm not currently living out of my car. It's kind of easier to see where everything goes because there's not as much stuff under here. So starting in the back, we've got everything basically. So I've got my foam mattresses. These kind of like all lay out in different pieces to make like one bed back here. I've got fridge, trash can, water with pump. This pump comes off and then I put the cap on when I'm driving. Also, it just doesn't fit the seam. Battery. I've got an alternator charger running so I can just alternate between which battery I'm using. I've got a little rooftop cubby. That's where I usually put clothes that I'm like wearing that day, that I'm just like interchanging, like a jacket, or I put pillows up there during the day when I'm driving. And then here we've got pull-out drawer with all of my kitchen utensils. It's kind of a mess right now because it actually all stays in place better when it's packed, but because I have half of it in a house right now, it has room to slide around. So, but that's my kitchen. It's about a 4-foot drawer. And then I've got this nice little topper here as like a surface to use for my cooktop. Fridge. Here is where I usually keep my pantry items in like a small clear Tupperware box. And then beyond that, I've got a little camping pad. And even farther back, I've got a jack stand, and a backpacking tent should I decide to go backpacking and leave this humble abode behind. All right, back seat. I don't know if you're timing me. I think we're definitely over 60 seconds. All right, in the back seat, we've got nice rug carpeted area. Underneath, we've got 2 hatches. So hatch number 1 is where my clothes go, and then hatch number 2 is where all my toiletries and towels and medicine and all that kind of stuff goes. On the back of my seat, I've got like easy stuff. So I've got like bug spray, sunscreen. That's usually where toilet paper goes. And then I've got like some exercise band. And down here is where I have bear spray and my air compressor. Most of my car stuff is actually up top, but I like to keep my air compressor down low just because it encourages me to actually use it. And then any nomad or van lifer will know the front passenger seat is kind of just a mess. So this needs to go in my roof box. I've got some wheel chocks. I've got some AC refrigerant from when I was in Florida and I needed it. I've got a little AC leak that I need to fix before springtime hits. Camera gear, backpack. I've got a little MagSafe thing for my phone. And then front seat is where I go. Up top, I've got plastic sheet that I've screwed some CPU fans into, and then I ran a USB wire down and through my bed back to the battery so that I can run a little ventilation system at night. That extra wire is literally DIY that I just did halfway through this trip. I wanted my Starlink to be up here in my sunroof. So I've got my Starlink up there right now. I'm just kind of testing it out. It's not making too much noise. It's not jittery. It's not, it's not shaking around too much. So I might keep it up there, but I just definitely need to do like some wire management. And then if I don't slip on this ice, last but not least is the junk side. So over here, I've just got my solar panel, and then usually this little cubby right here is where I throw dirty clothes. Like, it's the black hole where dirty clothes exist, and that's it. And then I've got a little first aid kit right here. Anyway, so thanks for my quick 60-second tour. If you want something a little bit more in depth, I do have a full video, which I'll link down in the description down below. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. This was just like a short, silly little video. I just wanted to get out of town, and I figured I'd take you along for the ride. Remember, if some finance bro from Florida can do all this, then so can you. Adventure is for everyone. Get out there, enjoy the outdoors, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.